Qatar Rally is one of the 6 rounds of the burgeoning Middle East Championship, a championship which attracts the top machinery but is still dominated by 2 Middle Eastern drivers, Saeed Al Hajri from Qatar and Mohammed bin Sulayem from Dubai.
It's just more than traction here. It is reliability of the car, speed, and it's very rough. So I may not be the fastest in the beginning, the first stages. But what counts is the win at the end.
It's a lucrative area for top co-drivers. Irishman Ronan Morgan is bin Sulayem's passenger.
Well, new driver in a different car, so I'm looking forward to it very much. We'll certainly have quite an opposition with my old driver, with Saeed Al Hajri in the A2 Quattro. It's a very good car, but we'll certainly do our best to beat him.
The good thing with the 4 wheels cars, you need twisty roads, but the stages here, it's really very open, you know, always with 5th and 4th gear, and it will be no different in the stage between this car and Porsche, but just the more power in this car may be going to keep the speed a little bit high to compete with the Toyota.
Middle East rallies like Qatar can best be described as a sprint version of Paris-Dakar, but the top drivers don't have a cautious approach to the ruts and dust of the desert. Bin Sulayem, who's dominated the Middle East Championship in recent years, is straight into the lead. Al Hajri, also with a British co-driver in Steve Bond, is a more familiar name on the World Championship scene, with a best finish of 5th on the 1985 Acropolis Rally. But so far here, he's settling for 2nd. Third place, another Audi Quattro and another British co-driver, Terry Thorpe, alongside the Lebanese driver, Michel Salah. Apart from the latest Group B machinery, there are also echoes of Britain's rallying past. The Peugeot Talbot Sunbeam is 4th, local driver Abbas Al-Masawi at the wheel. But you can see why this kind of terrain is perfectly suited to Group B rallying. No spectator problems, plenty of room to have the inevitable accidents. Al Hajri with the 4-wheel drive Quattro, keeping in touch with the Toyota, but unable to move up from 2nd. Difficult country for a co-driver to guide his man through. Steve Bond grateful for any positive landmarks, and there are plenty of pipelines in Qatar. Two-day, 830-kilometre event, and bin Sulayem led for the whole of the first day. And although the Audi was never more than a few seconds behind, the reigning Middle East champion always felt he had a little bit of power in hand in the Toyota.
I pushed a bit harder. At night, I didn't lose any time to my daytime stages. So I took the lead again. Tomorrow there's a long day. I like the stages tomorrow. They're a bit better for me. So I will keep the pressure. Maybe I will go a bit faster.
The drama was saved for the 2nd day. On the very first stage, Sulayem lost over 3 minutes to Al Hajri after hitting a pile of rocks he claimed had been left on the stage deliberately. Al Hajri right behind his rival on the stage now, but in fact ahead on the event by about 2.5 minutes. The battered front end of the Toyota, testament to the incident. incident that robbed Sulayem of the lead, but he wouldn't be giving up the chase.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111,
Nevertheless, it was a sombre service halt for Team Toyota as they set about repairing the damage. And there was no doubt in Bin Sulayem's mind that he'd been the victim of deliberate sabotage.
We landed just on these rocks, pile of rocks, and we bent the cross member and the steering, and the engine stopped. So then we started again. We lost about 2 minutes there.
It would appear then that Al-Hajri was heading for a comfortable victory in the car prepared by the David Sutton team that runs David Llewellyn in the Open Championship. His main worry from here to the finish would be tyre wear. Bin Sulayem's desperate challenge, meanwhile, had hauled back 30 seconds of the Audi's lead. Highest flyer, though, Michel Sala in his Audi Quattro. Sala in third. The Opel Manta 400 is in the hands of Mubarak Al-Hajri, younger brother of the rally leader, and he's lying fourth. The valiant Talbot Sunbeam of Abbas Al-Masawi is fifth. But near the end of the rally, the luck goes the way of Bin Sulayem. Watch the rear tyre on Al-Hajri's Quattro. The second puncture Al-Hajri has suffered on the closing stages, and it's enough to drop him back to second place.